Paul TV. Mm-hmm.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Season 2 of Paul TV. We're glad you could join us. We have a good lineup for you today. Later in the show, we'll have Ramon Cazares, the lead singer of Abolishment of Flesh. And we also have Joseph Portelli from Australia, and he's got a song that he's going to sing for you. It's called Happy New Year's. He said it doesn't have to be sung on New Year's, but that's just the title of it. And we're going to be doing that with him later. And to start us off, we have Alfredo. And he's from New Cape Town, South Africa, believe it or not. And he's got a project, and we're going to talk with him about that project. And so without any further ado, let's get started with the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's interview. And all the way from Cape Town, South Africa this week, we have Alfredo. Welcome to the show, Alfredo.
Thanks for having me on your show, Paul.
Okay, well, there's a little bit of a delay between us, so please bear with us. Alfredo has a project that he's starting on called Let's Make a Difference, and we have a video that we're going to be showing you pretty soon on that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the project, Let's Make a Difference? You're the one that started it. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the singers that are on the video and so forth, and, you know, just try to let us know a little bit about the project.
Well, the project is it's make a difference. It's basically an idea or an initiative that friends and I decided to make up. We decided that we want to bring the message across that if we stand together, we can make a difference. A lot of people think that you can only make a difference with money, and with all the sad, disturbing incidents that's happening all over the world with crime against women and children. We decided to bring out a song that people can relate to, and then hopefully with the song the message can go across not only to our country but to everybody in the world, that if we stand together we can make a difference.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good. And of course, as I mentioned a minute ago, we saw the music video, and I think that it really will send a message to people. So we're going to do our best to kind of plug that for you. Have you ever had any experience in music as far as that goes? You know, I mean, I'm sure you've grown up in the music world. Maybe you could tell us some of your influences.
Growing up in the music world by listening to music, yes. I'm not an artist, I'm a photographer. I've got my own photography business and modeling agency. My friends, they are artists, yeah. They are performers, and that's why. So it's a collaboration between myself and friends of mine that, and they write songs and they sing. I can't sing to save my life. I do have a cameo in the music or in the song though, yeah, but it's just me speaking. But otherwise, I'm not an artist.
Okay. Well, I know that you actually make a cameo in the video, and that's good. But I know there's also about 3 or 4 singers that are in the video as well. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about those people and how you found them. You know, and are they professional singers? I mean, do they have albums out? You know, we'd like to know a little bit about those people that were in your video.
Yes, one of my close friends, Sean, he goes by the name of Boy Cyrus. He wrote the song. The two of us sat together, and I gave the name of the song, Make a Difference. And then 3 hours later, he came up with the lyrics of the song. So Boy Cyrus, he's the writer. He's the one that raps in the song. He wrote the song. My best friend Ray C, he's an artist as well. He's got some nice tracks out. He's the leading vocalist in the song or the music video. And then we brought a lady that also performs in South Africa in Cape Town, Sanaz Abram. We brought her in, and she's also performing now. And she's a phenomenal artist as well.
Oh, okay. Now, as far as the song is considered, as far as that goes, is this going to be on any album, or is it just a single only? Maybe you could tell us a little bit how we could get that song, and and whatnot. I mean, can we get it on iTunes? Can we get it from a website of some kind, like like Amazon.com, for example? Maybe you can let us know.
It's a single that we want to launch in Cape Town first. Basically, the single will have the radio edit, and then a full version edit with the video on the single. And then to be honest, we're struggling to get it out on all the local radio stations here in South Africa. I've got a radio show here in South Africa in Cape Town. And that is one of the only radio stations at the moment that's playing the song, with two other local community radio stations. Up to date, nobody gave us any reason why our song can't make the playlist. I mean, the song is registered. We're struggling to get it on the playlist of all our top radio stations here in Cape Town. So the next phase actually is to get the album out, the single out, and then I'll take it from there. Tim from Unique Magazine, he's actually helping us now to get the song on iTunes or one of the download where people can download it to get it on their mobile.
Okay, well, I know we'll be looking forward to it, and as I said in just a moment here, we're going to play that video for everybody to watch. And but in the meantime, I guess our time is just about up, though, Alfredo, and we want to thank you again for coming on the show and talking about your project, and we just want to let you know if you ever have another project in the future, just contact me. Maybe we'll have you back on the show sometime.
No, thanks for having me, Paul, and thank you very much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure that Ray and Sean and everybody that's involved with the project will appreciate it as well. Thank you very much.
Okay, and we'll be right back.
Saw lights and nations walking together, making changes beyond borders. For only we can make the difference, collectively and with love shining in our hearts, and understanding will prevails forever, even when I can't take away the pain.
I can dry all your tears, but I can try to do the list. My hands tied on nothing, earthy thunder, melody as I work up in the morning. Nature is singing to me. Next generations might not have bliss like this, but it's the same for me. And I wonder where we're from, where we are, and where we're going. Walking down the sidewalk with no care for the world of tomorrow. I may not be the solution, but I could be the hero, reaching out for love, standing tall, we hope for we okay. Make a difference, we okay. Make a difference, we okay. Everybody else will do the same. Make a difference, we okay. Make a difference, we okay. Healers, everybody will just do the same. Standing tall, we hope for we okay.
Modern slavery, human trafficking, mutilation so commonly unsung. Why would they make a living from baby soldier in silence? Situation full of disappointment, child soldiering in the jungle.
Victims of war, blooded rivers of scream, rivers of scream. I may not be the solution, but I could be the hero, reaching out for love, standing tall, we hope for we okay. Make a difference, we okay. Make a difference, Racial differences straight from many decades, destroying each other like species and stains. Is this ecosystem deadly? That's where the demons came. Radical terrorism mash up in malls on stage. What's freedom for society in search of martial states? Where is love and religions? Dictate your fate. I turn my eyes to the sky, wait for a brighter day. With no civil wars, attacks to recover from. And no United Nations as one. And poverty alleviation, more children in education. More food on the table for entire population. And time to make a difference, forget the wrongs we done. Forgive the past to set us free and make us strong. So many pains, gotta be prize of what I'm from. Even though global warming appears to be undone. Make a difference, we all burn. Make a difference, we all burn. Stand by us, put it on for your day. Make a difference, we all burn. Make a difference, we all burn. Everybody move, just do the same. Do the same. We need some changes. We need some changes. Somebody sing. Oh, oh, oh. Make a difference. We all go. Make a difference. We all go. Everybody else will do the same. Make a difference. We all go. Make a difference. We all go. Stay together and we're together. Just do the same. Make a change. You and me, we can make a difference. Oh, we need to make a change.
I'm not billionaire enough to feed 7 billion souls, but a friend to walk you through the storm when you need me the most.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's interview. And we have Joseph Portelli from Melbourne, Australia, with us. How you doing there, Joseph?
G'day, Paul. How you doing, mate?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Now, you're kind of a rock artist, I assume, or maybe folk artist, something along those lines. Um, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your background and how you began in the music industry.
Look, I suppose like a lot of people, you fall in love with instruments when you're about 5 or 6 years old. You then start playing guitar at 11, 12, and you basically just have that that affiliation with your love in an instrument, and you start writing. You start sharing your love with friends and family. You find yourself singing at barbecues, and then you start finding yourself singing at venues, and then you find yourself in recording studios, recording songs, and then recording your own songs. So that's basically, in a nutshell, how it all began and where we're at today.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. What are your influences as far as musical genres or bands go? Maybe you can share us a few of yours.
Look, I haven't got, there's a lot of influences. One being, I wasn't really exposed to a lot of music as a kid as such, so I used to have to go and buy my records, and one of the records that I used to play over and over again was the Bee Gees' greatest hits. Loved the Beatles, and then obviously through the 80s you had consistent artists like Phil Collins, Stevie Wonder, bands like Marillion. I even got into, AC/DC even, so you just listen to, all this great music. It touches you, and of course, it has to influence you in some way or other.
Okay, yeah, some of those bands you mentioned are pretty good, like Stevie Wonder, and I think you mentioned the Bee Gees and the Beatles as well. All those are pretty good bands. What about your albums? You got an album coming out soon, or have you had any albums in the past? Maybe you'd like to share those with us.
Yeah, look, just released a single called Happy New Year. We just released that a couple of weeks ago. I co-wrote the song with a good friend of mine called Tiffany Cherry, and we were going to release the song next year, but after she showed it to a good friend, the great musical icon Molly Meldrum, he advised us to release the song on this side of the year. So we have, and we've been quite busy promoting that and getting that on the way. So we've had quite a good response, and it's an ideal song. It's New Year's Eve today. It's an ideal song to put on your playlist and to listen to, when you're partying into the new year, into 2015.
Okay, well, I'm sure people will love to get it. As far as loving to get it goes, tell us where we can get it. Can you get it on iTunes, your website? Is there any other places you can get it? Maybe you can share that with us.
Absolutely. You can go into my website, which is www.josephportelli.com.au, and just follow the instructions there to download it. Or else, if you want to go directly to iTunes, just go directly to iTunes. Artist is Joseph Portelli, and the song is simply Happy New Year. And download it. I think it's 99 cents American, $1.69 Australian. Less than a cup of coffee, so it's not going to, set you that far back, Paul.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm sure we'll be looking forward to getting that song and jamming out to it, as you say. So, well, I see on the clock on the wall we're about out of time, but want to thank you so much again, Joseph, for coming on the show. And anytime you want us to, promote anything new for you, if you have another album you're coming out with one of these days, you want us to have another interview with you, just let us know, and we'll have you back on the show sometime.
And thank you.
Okay, and we'll be right back.
Sitting here on the first day of the year, wouldn't have it any other way. Penetrating eyes, writing alibis. She's doing it to me again. She tells me what I need to hear. It's like my sweet father whispering in my ear. Gonna throw no out the door. Press yes hard to the floor. Gonna ride into the year. Mend our hearts along the way. Cliche taken day by day. Hey babe, it's gonna be okay. It's a happy new year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. It's a happy new year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. The intention was always meant to be. Do you see it or keep your dreams at bay? Think for a moment. You hold the component to change what's in your head. I ain't telling you what you don't already know. You just gotta believe and go with the flow. Gonna throw no out the door. Press yes hard to the floor. Gonna ride into the year. bend our hearts along the way. Cliche, take it day by day. Yeah, babe, there's nothing to fear. It's a happy New Year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. It's a happy New Year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. Don't know where this is going, but it feels so damn good. Nothing's gonna be mine, but maybe, just maybe this could be our time. Gonna throw no out the door, press yes hard to the floor. Gonna ride into the year, mend our hearts along the way. Cliche, take it day by day. Hey babe, it's gonna be okay. It's a happy New Year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. It's a happy New Year. Shout it out, let's raise a cheer. Painting rainbows bright and clear. It's a happy New Year. It's a happy New Year. It's a happy New Year. It's a happy New Year.
We have Ramon Cazares here from Amarillo, Texas. How you doing, Ramon?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Oh, okay, I'm doing good. I'm glad you could join us for a few minutes here. First thing have you always had for music?
I'm sorry, you're kind of cutting out right now.
I was saying, did you always have a passion for music?
Yes, ever since I was a kid, I was always into music, and the good thing is my parents helped me with that. So they encouraged me, and they helped me with the instruments, buying me instruments, and getting the lessons that I needed to learn and everything. So yeah, it's always been a passion since I was a kid.
Well, how does go? Any influences matter to you?
One of my major influences is Chuck Schuldiner from the band Death, but I have various influences from different styles of music.
So
but
I guess
think,
you like
Chuck Schuldiner
different
was one of
kinds
my
of
main
music, not
influences.
necessarily just death metal or heavy metal or anything like that. You like country and rock or whatever.
Yeah. Of course, I listen to death metal or heavy metal more, but yeah, yesterday on the way home from our 4-day mini tour, I guess you could call it. We usually on the road we crank up some country music, just to, sometimes you get bored listening to the same thing. But I just love music in general. So if it sounds good, I'm gonna listen to it.
I'm a well-rounded person. I like all kinds of genres. As far as do you have any album out, or is it just downloads? Maybe you tell us a little bit. Well,
I'm sorry, you're cutting out again.
mostly have. Okay. Well, what I was saying was, do you have any albums, or is it just downloads you have right now, or?
We actually have 3 albums. We have the first album, which is self-titled, Abolishment Flesh, and then we have an EP called Decimation, and then we have the new album that is technically not released, but we're selling it on the road, and it's called Creation to Extinction. Right now, we're shopping around for labels right now, and our management company is telling us to hold back on actually releasing it, just so we can hopefully get it released through a record label.
Okay. How do you tell them like on and other places, maybe you can let us know how to get the music.
I'm sorry. Come again.
Yeah, what I was saying is where would we get your albums at? I mean, could we get it like on Amazon, or is there other places we can go, or like iTunes?
The first two albums we have, you can get it on iTunes, definitely on iTunes, Amazon. There's different places on the internet you can get it that are available on there. But yeah, like I said, the new album really isn't available yet unless you come out to one of our shows on the road. But the first two albums is definitely on the internet. iTunes is the best place to get it. So yeah, and you can hear us on Spotify and stuff like that. So
okay, all right. Well, I guess that's about all we have.
okay.
We do appreciate you being on the show, talking with us, and if you have a new album in the future, if you have something new you want to plug for us, just let me know, and we'll try to get it on the show for you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back.
Blaze of animosity!